Yep. Got something. Yes. Feels like a pretty good fish. Nice fish. On the blade. Yep. Good fish. Big bream. Really big bream. No, that's a monster. That's an absolute monster. G'day guys, welcome back to another video. I'm back down on the Gold Coast with the ultralight gear, and I'll be showing you guys how to catch bream on lures. Now I'm probably going to use, I'm not too sure yet, but I probably will use a variation of lures. Plastics, vibes, crankbaits, bit of everything. I can actually see a couple of good bream. I can see a couple of good bream just down there. This is some main river stretch, so we're going to give it a shot. I'm running first up the 2-inch prong on a 1/24th, and I've actually added an Atomic Trick Bits glass rattle. So that's like a little capsule glass with some rattles in it. You push that into the soft plastic and it gives your plastic a rattle. So I'm gonna give that a shot, see how the bream react to that, see if it gets more bites, see if other species want it. We're gonna have a gander, see what we can catch. Let's go. This should be a good video. Alright guys, just filmed the intro and I can already see a whole bunch of bream just down here. I forgot to say in the intro, but I'm running a 6-pound leader. I usually run 8, but I've just downgraded a couple pounds just to see how we go. See what happens, eh? I'm gonna add a little bit of scent because I just had a good fish follow it then. I couldn't tell if that was a bream or a mangrove jack actually. It was very dark down there. I can't really tell whether that was a bream or a jack. Yeah, those rattles are really adding a whole nother factor to soft plastic fishing, eh? Slightly deeper edges. We'll let this one a little bit further out there. Yep. I got something. Might be a little bream. It is a nice little bream. First of the day, and it is small, but hey, it's a fish. I'll give you guys a look at him. Just get that lure out. He'd maybe be 20 centimeters. He's real small. Give him a little toss. That is funny as. He's just come up and grabbed that lure off the back edge of that rock. So that's a good sign that they are feeding in this zone and they are after that lure. That was with the little rattles as well. That might have fired him up a little bit. Because I'm sure, because I know prawns, when prawns flick underwater, they make a little clicking sound. And that's what I'm sort of trying to imitate with this. So I'm letting this sink down. I'm going, giving a nice little flick. And those little rattles will be giving that clicking sound that a prawn does when it flees, like when it flicks up. So we're in the zone with this little rattle, I reckon. Beautiful looking little patch here actually. Good bit of main river stretch. Always holds fist in the main rivers, so always give it a flick. It can be a bit snaggy, so just watch where you're casting, and you don't have to cast far. I'm only putting this just off the little rocky drop off. But we're gonna flick around the bit of ground here because the sun is on it and it looks perfect as the sun is sitting on the water here, warming up the rocks, and that could be a hot spot for a bream or something. But all I'm doing is letting it sink, a couple of hops, and we got a fish. That's a flatty. Yep, it's got a flatty. Come on, bro. Oh. Little flat dog. I knew that was a flatty, just the way he picked it up, and then he's barely even moved. But that's cool. That little rattle, I reckon that woke him up if he was sitting down there in the rocks. Beautiful little flatty. Just scoffed it. Right here, the sun was sort of just pumping down into the little zone, and there he is. Beautiful little flatty. Don't flick. I'm gonna have to give him a little toss here because these rocks are real slippery. See you, man. Little flatty. I like catching them, but they do rip up your plastics, and they are a bit of a pest to handle, but hopefully we don't get too many. I don't mind if they're bigger, but those little ones are a bit of a pest. Well, that's just what I was saying, just that little hop, hop, hop. When it's a bit more currenty, when it's deeper, give it a little bit more action, and you will find you'll arouse a few more fish than if you're doing that really subtle little action. May as well, got to try some new lures. I just got some little atomic Metalz. They're like a little blade. I got the 35mm. So I believe they are like a 1/8 weight. So I am just pumped to try them. Give them a little flick along this nice deep area in a bit of current. What color should I use? I'm gonna go the rock crab. It's a really nice little lure. After there, 35mm, 1/8. That's the weight. It's a 1/8. And yeah, we should get a little nibble on that, I reckon. I'll be able to cast it a fair way and work it into the depths. Hopefully it's not too snaggy out deep, because this lure can snag up pretty easily. With this lure, you can pick up pretty much anything. Jewfish, brim, flathead. Literally everything eats one of these. But this size here, these are dynamite on brim. I'm just going to do a uni knot straight to that little clip. You don't need to do a loop knot because the clip is already enough movement. Alright, this little atomic Metalz 35mm blade is tied on. This is in the rock crab color. One of my favorite colors, actually. It's a really nice little color. We should be able to cast this a mile. Oh yeah. We can get it out to that main channel with that deep water. Even though it's currency, this thing will drop down nicely. And believe it or not, brim actually love these little lures. I've caught some nice brim on little blades just like this one. It's my first time using this exact one, but I'm sure it'll work really well. Oh yeah, got a nice little vibration on it. Really nice little shimmy to it. Let it sink. Work it back. I don't want to work it too close to these rocks because I know it's going to be fairly snaggy. I'm going to try and get a cast onto this big pylon here because that looks dynamite for a fish. And I can work this just like a little mussel lure or something. Wasn't the best cast, but it should do, I reckon. Really deep just here. Oh, got massive hit. Got absolutely hammered. We're going to give it a good little cast up and out into the main system. See if there's anything sitting out there in the channel wanting a little metal blade. It's going to take a little while to sink, I reckon. Using plenty of slack line. Let it do its thing. Yep, got something. Feels like a fairly good fish. Quite heavy. Oh, nice bream. Beautiful. Really nice bream. That's a really nice bream. Beautiful. He had a couple of little pecks at it actually. I felt him hit it first time. Second time he got a good mouthful of it. Nice bream. See, like just like that, you can switch lures. They're very opposite lures, a little light plastic and then this little metal blade. But this is good for fishing out that main system, main river. And you can still win beautiful good fish. That's a nice bream, guys. It's a really nice bream. Very fat. Very healthy big bream. Now he's down on the rocks. How am I going to get... Oh no, lures come out. Lures come out. Oh, lures came out. But we've still managed to go down and grab him. That's beautiful. Oh, get him up onto the main setup now. That's a cracking good bream. Beautiful, beautiful. On that little atomic blade, I knew that blade was going to catch an ice bream, and it really did. That's a cracker. We chuck him on the mat, because that's our first decent fish of the day. Oh. On you go, brother. On you go. You got to go real light on them with the blades. There's a little trebles on them. Do not stay in overly well. There we go, guys. 37. There you go, guys. That little blade just there. Just got this cracking. 37 bream. That is so good, guys. That little blade there. He just given a little working off the bottom. That's the rock crab color. Beautiful. On this cracker, 37 bream. I shouldn't use the GoPro for the release here. That's a cracker. 37. It's a chunky one too. Off he goes. Straight down into a bit of structure. Ew. That's great. Alright. I've just tied on the 2-inch prong with a 1/24. We're going to try and walk down here. There we go. Up river. Upstream. Yep. Good fish. Nice fish. Big bream. Really big bream. No. That's a monster. That's an absolute monster. That's a 40 centimeter bream. That is an absolute beast. That's a 40. That's a 40 centimeter bream. Oh, that's huge. Oh, yeah, that's probably gonna go 40. I'm not even joking. Thing is huge. All right, hold on. Oh man. Let's keep away from the pylon. How am I gonna land him though? That's the only issue. I can barely budge him in the current. But landing him is going to be so sketchy. Oh man, this is so sketchy. No, it broke. It broke. That was easily a 40 centimeter bream. That might have been 45 centimeters. No, I'm nearly about to cry. I'm not even joking. Oh my goodness. There's no other way because it's just too far a drop off. That was easily a 40 centimeter bream. That was like absolutely giant. I've decided to tie back on the little metal blade because it's good. It's real currenty deep, so we're gonna blade that along. It did just catch a 37 centimeter bream, which is a really nice fish. So we're gonna give it a flick. They're really easy to work. They sink nice and fast. So they're good for getting it down into the zone, and they'll catch everything. So all you've got to do is just rise your rod up. You'll feel it all vibrate, and you just let it drop back down. Just like so, let it drop. Give it a rise, and you can just work heaps of ground, heaps of depths, heaps of current. It just really doesn't matter. Nothing on the first cast. Second cast, we'll chuck it up into that bay. Let it sink down in the bay. Yep. Got something. Yes. Feels like a pretty good fish. Oh, a little bream, and the lure just came out right at the end. Bummer, it was only a small bream, so that's okay, but still. I was trying to get him out because he was trying to get me in some structure there for sure. Oh. Yep, got one. Really subtle pickup. Only feels small. Yeah, it is small. But it's a fish. Relax, bro. Small bream on the little blade. This little blade is working an absolute treat, guys. This really is proving itself to be quite the fish magnet. Check out that, guys. Beautiful, beautiful bream on that little blade there. Just pinned him perfectly. Out of some nice looking country just out here. It is just beautiful. Alright, lure is out. He's only like 25 centimeters. See a little bro. How good's that though? The bite with this blade is really weird. Because it's so like deep and currenty, and it's heavy and lots of slack line. It feels like a little smallest little tap you can possibly feel. But that's the bream just picking that up, I suppose. That's pretty cool. Nice fish. On the blade. Really nice fish. He's only just pinned as well. You're gonna have to go so light on him and just like no slack. The reason why you have to go so light with these little blades is just because of how small their trebles are. And he's just using the current here, so it's going to get a little bit sketchy. He's going real far underneath there. It's not a bad fish. Come on, bro. I can barely move him, hey. He's in that current real good. Gonna have to tighten up just that little bit, just to hopefully get him out before he gets me around anything. Here he is. That's a brute of a brim. Beautiful. How are we gonna land him again? We're in another good predicament here. Oh. Got to keep an eye on him so he doesn't try anything silly. Keep him underneath that current. Wow. I don't know. It's a nice brim. Really solid species. Really solid specimen. Not species. Not just a solid species, but just a solid specimen. That little blade again with another thumping good one. Alright, let's go for the grab. We're not going to try and lift him because we know what happened last time. This one's not quite as big, but... Oh, man, this is not easy. Oh, got him. Beautiful. Another solid, nice brim. For a quick measure and photo. $34. So not huge, but it's a brim. See ya, bro. How good, eh? That's what we're here for, big brim. Woo. Yep. Got him. He was picking around at that so much. It's not a big one, but it's another one. He was just picking around at it so much down there. Wow. Oi. Get out of it, you little mung bean. He's flipping around like crazy. Oh, there we go. Little micro brim. Off you go, little man. But I could just feel him picking around at it, and I just kept working it. Just didn't like strike or anything, because you'll feel him load up on the rod. Another nice fish. Let's go. Oh, we're gonna try one more cast upstream of this channel, and we'll just wait for, and then we'll move to another spot. Not too sure where just yet. We probably will stick to main river though, and just keep peppering. Yep. Big fish. I think big fish. I think it's a pretty big fish. Ate it on the drop. Oh, just bit me off. Just bit me off. Oh no. No. Oh, that's sad. That's really, really sad. I'm gonna chuck on another little blade. I don't have any more in the same color, but I've got one in black and one in purple. I'm gonna try the, maybe I'll try the black